Welcome to the podcast of Educators Without Borders. Today we have Minister, Her Excellency Nancy Chaola, Education Minister of Malawi. Minister, please welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Let's talk about educational scenario in Malawi. Could you please explain the system there?
In Malawi, we have the basic education, and we have the secondary education and the tertiary education. The basic, it starts from primary 1 to primary 8. Then one goes to secondary school, 4 years in secondary school, and then to a college. But mostly we encourage our children not only to depend in the universities, but also they can go to the technical schools. Because in Malawi, we have our national blueprint, which is Malawi 2063, and enabler number 5 talks about human capital development, which talks more about education and skills development.
Minister, you were talking about educational that really deprived or people are there because a lot of people don't have access, and some of them are facing calamities, especially the natural calamities have affected school system in the country. Could you just give some kind of picture on that?
Yeah, indeed it's true that in Malawi there are a lot of calamities. At first we had COVID-19 in 2021, and then come Cyclone Anna, Cyclone Gombe. Cyclone Fede was the worst because most our infrastructures were damaged by Cyclone Freddy. And up to now, our students are facing a lot of challenges. Maybe we need to have some talks with them in order to prepare them for the next disaster, because we never know what comes next. But they need psychosocial support to the teachers and the students.
Yeah, how do you manage them? How do you bring back to school? How you make the family comfortable? What are the modules you use for that? The criterion you follow?
That's the major challenge in Malawi due to financial constraints. Yesterday in my presentation, I said that 80% of our crops are damaged. Malawi depends on agriculture, and most of the people, like I said, 80% of the people depends on agriculture. So you can see that there's nothing in the farm, and I don't think people will be able to go and learn because of the hunger that is in Malawi. So I believe education can keep on going. Education is a priority, and to all the well-wishers, I urge them to come and help Malawi in terms of education. Let me borrow the words from our African icon, Nelson Mandela, who said, and I quote, "Education is the most powerful weapon that we can use to change the world." And I believe if we all have the chance to be educated, the world cannot be the same.
Yeah, great. Because he's a really influential figure for the people from around the world, not in African.
Yes.
And because he was an icon of freedom and also education for especially the deprived. So how do you see, how do you compare the system of Malawi with other African countries?
The system of Malawi with other African countries, In other part, we are similar because we have a free primary education system. And I believe in Ghana, they also have a free primary education system. But we differ on the secondary level because of the large population. Because 80%, not 80%, 60%.
Minister, you were talking about education over there. I would like to know, what is the aspiration of the students? What kind of higher education they are looking for in future?
Thank you for the good question. In Malawi, we have almost 7 public universities and more than 7 private universities, but private universities are more. We have colleges that majoring in sciences. We have colleges that majoring in medicine. And most of our youth, I believe they want to go into medicine, meteorological, and anything that is connected to technology. That is what most of our youth are interested in.
Great. So there are organizations, because I was talking UNICEF last time. So there are international organizations, they are looking for collaborations. What kind of collaboration you will be looking for, and maybe what kind of support Malawi now expect?
Since Malawi is the most poorest country, and any support from development partners is welcome in Malawi. A beggar has no choice. Yeah, and we hope any help that is coming to Malawi will be fine with us, because we have a lot of youth that are staying home without doing anything, and any help can help them maybe to achieve their goal. Like I said yesterday, that education is a fundamental right. Everyone has a right to be educated, but maybe due to financial constraints, we find other people not going to school, not completing their studies.
Yeah, let us sum up with one question that, how education help for social cohesion, how curriculums are helping people to join together.
Education system in Malawi is most powerful, and we have people that are committed. We have the president, His Excellency Dr. Lazarus Makathi Chakwera, who supports the education, and in every speech that he is making, he always says, leave no one behind. And in Malawi, we are leaving no one behind.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. And one more last things, maybe you can give some numbers, especially in case of number of students and those who are dropouts and those who don't have maybe access to education in the country, and the facilities of education you facilitated already for your people.
Currently, I don't think I'll have the numbers, but I'll share with you anytime today, because I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay,
yeah.
because I know
So,
if we ask something
but
very officially.
yes, yeah.
That's great. Thank you so much for joining us. It's great pleasure to host you and hear, especially from Your Excellency, on education.
It was my pleasure being one of the speakers in this conference, and thank you so much to the message to other policymakers, because I'm a policymaker. My message to other policymakers in the sub-Saharan Africa and our development partners, I like them to commit what they pledged. because we cannot talk of anything without education. We need an inclusive, responsive, and resilient education. How? By better training education in times of crisis. Number 2, ensuring that needs in education needs should be timely provided. I thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.